Hello, my name is Joey Hannant, Assistant Athletic Director for Athletic Performance. And today we're going to give you an inside look into UNCP's Athletic Performance Department. Myself, along with 3 full-time coaches and several interns, are responsible for the total training needs of all 17 varsity sports. Here's how we will train student athletes at UNCP. We look at the demands of each sport. So for instance, we have swimming and diving, we have football, volleyball, baseball, basketball. If you look at what all of those sports do, they're all different. Swimming and diving is in the water. All those other sports are either on the field or on the court. So when you come here as a student athlete, we're going to look at what do you need to do to be successful at your sport, and that's how we're going to train. Even though all athletes on one team will train the same because of the demands of their sport are the same, we're going to treat each newbie, whether it's a freshman or a JUCO transfer, like they've never trained before. Why would we do that? Although you may be playing the same sport as we're on the same team, you may have a training age of 3, I may have a training age of 0, so I've never touched a weight before. You may have injuries, I may have injuries. We realize that every individual student athlete has their own past history, so we can't train them exactly the same. Yes, they are playing the same sport. Yes, we want to train a certain way, but we have to take the individual student athlete into consideration. So we always think about that when we're programming and we're thinking about how we're going to train each sport. Okay, so I just talked about newbies coming into our program. We have with us now Adam Gilson. He's an assistant strength coach here. We're going to demonstrate the RDL. So a newbie that comes into our program, we're going to assume that they've never trained before. And I spoke on reasons for that earlier. So what we do is we'll have a PVC pipe. You see he has a PVC pipe in his hands, maybe weighs a pound. It's going to be much easier for the athlete to learn body position, where they need to be, where their hands, feet, head, everything needs to be before we put them under a 45-pound bar and expect them to do anything. So what we're going to do here is just a mock session of what the first day would look like for a new athlete in our program. So Adam's just going to demonstrate an RDL. He's going to set his feet up underneath his hips, toes pointed straight ahead. His hands are right next to his waist. His eyes are up. His back is flat. He's going to start the movement from his hips. He's going to push his hips back, keeping the bar close to his legs. When he gets to around his knees, then he's going to come back up. Okay, go ahead and demonstrate a couple more reps. His hips go back. He's engaging his glutes and his hamstring. His chest is up the whole time. His back is flat. Hips go back. Hips go through. Another exercise we're going to show you today is the back squat. Adam, can you go ahead and get underneath there? Adam's going to put the bar on his traps. It's not going to be too high on his neck. It's not going to be too low. He's going to walk the bar out. Set your feet up underneath your hips. Toes slightly pointed out. Now he's going to begin the movement by pushing his hips back. A lot of people think that you need to just squat down and go straight down to the ground. If you've ever heard that squatting is bad for your knees, that's probably because you've been taught to do it wrong or you've seen it done wrong. If you squat pushing your hips back, just like you're sitting in a chair, you should have no issues with knee pain. Okay, so Adam, go ahead and give us a couple of reps. He sits his hips back. He keeps his chest up. His feet are flat. His knees go out, so he has a wide base, good base of support. Hips back, chest up, and then he just stands straight up. So his feet are flat the whole time. His chest is up. He's looking straight ahead or slightly up the whole time. Thanks for joining us today. Hopefully you learned something, got a little bit of a look into UNCP Athletic Performance and what we do here. If you want to see some more stuff, we're always posting quotes, videos of our athletes training, recipes. Look up UNCP Strength, at UNCP Strength. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Thank you.